पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। चैतन्यं सर्वगं सर्वं सर्वभूतगुहाशयं यत्सर्वविषयातीतं तस्मै सर्वविदे नमः। Up to 57th shloka in Upadesha Sahasri, 16th chapter, we have seen the refutation of all Purvapakshas, and Vedanta Siddhanta is being explained. Vedanta Siddhanta is that Atma does not have avasthantara, change of state. Means Atma was bound, later Atma becomes liberated. Such things are not there for Atma. Also, Atma does not have impurity. Atma is Nitya Shuddha. And Atma is Asangaha. Asango hi iti cha shrutehe. This was said in 57th shloka. So that which is Asanga, neither any impurities from Mana Buddhi can come, nor even Avidya. Now, further, 58th shloka, introduction. Itascha natmanah paramarthiko bandha ityaha. Itascha, for this reason also, Atma does not have paramarthika bandha. Bandha in Atma is not paramarthika. Bondage is not real. Bondage is not absolute in Atma. What is the reason? So it is given. Sukshmaika gocharebhyascha न लिप्यत इति श्रुतेः। सूक्ष्मैका गोचरेभ्यश्च न लिप्यत इति श्रुतेः. It is only one line in this shloka. It is half shloka, ardha shloka. And the next one will have 3 lines. So Bhagavan Bhashyakar is going to make up. What he did not write here, he will write it in the next one. Sukshma eka agocharebhyascha. Atma is Sukshma, Eka, and Agochara. Agochara is Vang Manasa Agochara. So Atma is very subtle. Sukshma means very subtle. Subtle thing cannot get affected by anything. Sthul Vastu, gross things can get affected. This is the Siddhanta. Atma is Eka. Eka means Advitiya. It is non-dual. And Atma is also agochara. It does not become a vishaya of mind or speech. So, sukshma च एकः च अगोचरश्च एतेभ्यः हेतुभ्यः. By these hetus, three hetus are given. Atma is Sukshma, Atma is Eka, means Advitiya, and Atma is Agochara. For all these reasons, bondage in Atma is not real, is not absolute. And Nalipyate, this Shruti is there from Kathopanishad. Nalipyate loka dukkhena bahya. Suryo yatha sarvalokasya chakshur नलिप्यते चाक्षुषैर्बाह्य दोषैः एकस्तथा सर्वभूतांतरात्मा न लिप्यते लोक दुखेन बाह्यः. Kathopanishad Shruti says, just as the sun is one, eko yatha sarvalokasya chakshuhu. It is the eyes for all. But the chakshusha dosha means papa, sin. Whatever negative things we end up seeing, negative things mean even garbage on the street. If you see, or if you had to walk through that area, if you have to smell all that, it is all sin. This is given in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Punyo Gandha Pruthivyam Cha.
Tejas Chasmi Bhavaso.
So in that shloka, Bhashyakar, somebody can ask a question that you are saying Punyo Gandha Pruthivyam, but in Prithvi, Gandha is not always Punya, means auspicious, good. There is a lot of foul smelling things, garbage, etc. He says this is all papa. Atma, so the sun does not get affected by all these impurities which are there. Just as sun does not get affected by the impurities, like that, Atma also does not get affected by the dukkha of the people. Means dukkha in the mind. Loka dukkhena na lipyate. Asmat bahyaha. It is outside of it. Outside means it is unaffected by it. It is above all this. Sitika. Sukshmatvam, manovagagamyatvam, ekatvam, advitiyatvam, agocharatvam, nirvisheshatvam. Tikakar says Sukshmatvam means one manovag agamyatvam. Actually, manovag agamyatvam is manovag agocharatvam. Also, you can say. But he says Sukshma means that which is not known through mind or speech is called Sukshma. One. Second, Ekatvam. Ekatvam means Advitiyatvam, that which is non-dual. And Agocharatvam means Nirvisheshatvam. This Nirvisheshatvam means I don't have any Vishesha. I as Atma, I don't have any Vishesha. In waking state, we take lot of Visheshas. I am Manushya, I am so and so, I am living here, staying there, working there, I know these people, they are my relatives, etc., etc. All these are Vishesha. When we go to Swapna, how many of these things we take? Nothing. All these Visheshas that I have added in Jagrat, they are left. Then I go to Swapna. From Swapna, I may add some Visheshas. From there, when I go to Sushupti, I leave everything. So when I do avasthatraya viveka, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, really that Atma whose Anvaya is there is Nirvishesha. Unfortunately, in waking state, we are interested in adding Visheshas in us. I want to prove I am Vishesha. I am different from others. I am special. And then when I realize that this is not good for my spiritual growth, then I slowly start understanding all Visheshas I have to negate. So Nirvisheshatvam. Etebhyascha hetubhyo nitya shuddha eva atma. With all these hetus, we can understand Atma is nitya shuddha. Nitya shuddha means it never became impure. Impurity is not possible in Atma. Nalipyate loka dukkhena bahya iti shrutehe ityartha. This is the Kathopanishad Shruti. Loka dukkhena nalipyate atma kasmat bahya bahyatvat. And Bhagavad Gita quotation is also given. Yatha sarvagatam saukshmyad akasham nopalipyate sarvatravasthito dehe tathatma nopalipyate. Iti Bhagavad Vachanam cha atra udahartavyam. This also can be given as udaharanam. Udahartavyam means actually here it should be quoted, it should be referenced. This is from 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Akasha is Asanga, that is also given here. Yatha sarvagatam saukshmyat akasham na upalipyate. Akasha is sarvagata and it is sukshma. Akasha does not have any lepa with any ashuddhi. Tatha Atma sarvatra avasthito dehe na upalipyate. Dehe sarvatra avasthito. Atma actually is sarvatra avasthita. Dehe api. Na upalipyate. Atma does not get affected. So Atma is nirlipta, vishuddha. This is the teaching of this chapter. That I, in my real nature, I am. These last two shlokas, whatever is given, is what you have to gather as the conclusion of all the previous discussions. What is the conclusion of all the previous shlokas from 1 to 56 is given in 57, 58, etc. That Atma does not have avasthantara. Means Atma is anavasthantara. Atma does not have bondage. So when I go on saying Atma doesn't have avasthantara, Atma doesn't have bandha, Atma doesn't have ashuddhi, Atma is asanga. If I am thinking Atma is somebody, Atma is something, then I am still not understanding what is being taught. What is said is the real I. It is not that I was bound and that I will become free. I was ever free, I am ever free. Ashuddhi, I never had ashuddhi. I am asanga. I am sukshma, advitiya, agochara, nirvishesha, nirlipta. These are all my lakshanas. And in that Shruti, Smriti, all Drishtanta, Udaharanas are given, Uddharanas, quotations are there. And also Yukti I used. Now, somebody says, if I was always free, why are these Vedas there in the first place? You say the earlier part of Veda is for Chitta Shuddhi, to do Yajna, Dana, Tapa, and Veda Anuvachanam. And the later part of Veda, Upanishad, is for Jnana Prapti, to remove Avidya. Now you are saying Atma is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta. See, एवं आत्मनो नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त स्वभावत्वं साधयतो वेदांतिनः आत्मोपदेश शास्त्र अनर्थक्यम इति आक्षिपन्ति पूर्ववादिनः. If a Vedanti says Atma is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta, and also Nitya Shuddha means no need of any Chitta Shuddhi, etc. Swabhavatvam sadhayato Vedantinah Atma Upadesha Anarthakyam is if Atma is already liberated, then why do I need Atma Jnanam, Vedanta, Upanishad? Why should I study Upadesha Sahasri? Upadesha Sahasri, those who don't know, you know Upadesha Sahasri is called Upanishad. Did you know?
Yes, Swamiji.
Who said?
Bhagavan only said in first chapter, Swamiji.
Bhagavan Bhashyakar in first chapter of Upadesha Sahasri himself says, Arabdhayam Upanishad. This Upanishad I am starting. And he gave the meaning of the word Upanishad. He says, Sade Rupani Purvasya Kvipi Chopanishad Bhavet Mandi Karana Bhavacha
Garbhade Shatana Tatha.
Garbhade Shatanat Tatha. So in this way, he himself has defined Upadesh Sahasri as Upanishad. So somebody says, then what is the need of studying all these things if Atma is already Mukta? Atmopadesha Shastra Anarthakyam. This Shastra will become futile. Iti Akshipanti Purvavadina. Purvapakshi wants to just have some argument. So now Bhashyakar says, so first argument is also given in the next shloka and the answer is also given. Evam tarhina mokshosti bandha bhavat kathanchana shastranarthakyameva syat na buddher bhrantirishyate bandho mokshasya tannashah sayokto sayatokto na chanyatha evam tarhina mokshosti bandha bhavat kathanchana shastranarthakyameva syan na buddher bhrantirishyate bandho mokshasya tannashah sayok yathokto na chanyatha sayatokto na chanyatha. Evam tarhi, Purvapakshi is asking. So you have to add in the beginning. Yadi iti adhyaharyam. Yadi evam, if this is the case, that Atma is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta, etc., tarhi, then bandha bhavat na kathanchana moksho asti. Shastranarthakyam eva syat. Up to this is Purvapakshi. Siddhanta will say na. Buddher bhranti bandho ishyate. Mokshascha tannashaha. Means tannashaha, tannasho, mokshaha ishyate. Sa yatha uktaha na cha anyatha. So Purva Pakshi's question is this. Yadi evam, if this is the case that Atma, as you are saying, is Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, etc., there is no impurity, there is no avidya, then there is no moksha. Tarhi na moksha asti, then there is no liberation. Bandha bhavat. If bondage is there, then liberation is there. You are saying there is no bondage, then there is no liberation. Kathanchana moksho na asti. In any ways. Why? Because in any way there is no bondage. Anyway means in any whichever way, bondage is not there, therefore liberation won't be. Shastra anarthakyam eva syat. And scripture should become futile. Anartha. Anarthakyam eva syat. Na buddher bhranti rishyate. Siddhanta will say na. Buddhehe bhrantihi bandho ishyate. Bhranti in buddhi is called bondage. Bondage is there in buddhi, not in atma. Elimination of this bhranti, wrong thinking, which is there in buddhi, is called moksha. So atma status doesn't change. Buddhi's status will change. Change in status of buddhi is superimposed on atma, and people think atma was bound, atma is liberated. Actually, buddhi had bhranti, buddhi is free from bhranti now. This is the change. Mokshasya tannashaha. And how, as we have talked about. As we have talked about means, as it is discussed in Shastra, that moksha means only ajnana nivritti. This ajnanam produces bhranti in buddhi. This elimination will happen through Vedanta, Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam. There is no other way of removing this bhranti in buddhi. Sa yathoktaha saha bandhaha mokshaha yatha uktaha nacha anyatha. As we have discussed. Like that you should understand. Sitika. Yadi iti adhyaharyam. So yadi evam, in this way you have to read. Yadi evam. Nitya Shuddha Atma Tarhi. If Atma is Nitya Shuddha, then Tarhi. Kathanchana kenapi rupena bandha bhavat mokshopi nasti. Bandha purvakatvan mokshasya. Tadabhave abhavat. तथा च मोक्षोपायोपदेश शास्त्र अनर्थक्यम एव स्यादिति. कथंचन केनापि रूपेण, in any whichever way, bandha abhavat, because there is no bondage in atma, moksha is also not there, mokshopi nasti. Why? Bandha purvakatvan mokshasya. Moksha always has to have bondage preceding it. So if you say Devadatta is liberated now, means earlier Devadatta was bound. Then only liberated. This sentence makes sense. तद अभावे अभावात, तद अभावे, बंध अभावे मोक्ष अभावात. If bondage is not there, moksha also will not be there. तथा च मोक्षोपायोपदेश शास्त्र अनर्थक्यम एव स्यात्. This moksha upaya upadesha shastram, Vedanta shastram, etc. is anarthakyam. There is no need because there is no bondage. So we are very happy to hear such things, that, oh, I don't have to study. I don't have to do anything. And all this vairagya and all that they talk about, people don't like vairagya. So, मोक्ष उपाय उपदेश शास्त्र अनर्थक्यम एव स्यात् इति उत्तरम आह न बुद्धेः इत्यादिना. No, you are not right. बुद्धेर भ्रांति ही बंध इष्यते इति अन्वयः. The भ्रांति in buddhi is considered as bondage. Bhranti means there are so many ways you can understand. Main thing here is I don't understand myself as nirvikalpa, nirvishesha, what we saw earlier, asanga, Brahma. And I understand myself as a person. A very good person, but a person. People go on explaining, I am a very nice person. Nice person is Ajnani only. Unless I understand I am Brahma. When I understand I am Brahma, I don't have to explain to people and I don't need to expect that people understand me that I am a nice person. Anyway, it doesn't matter whether anybody understands you as nice person or not. You are Brahma. Over. Whole life we end up spending in justifying our acts so that people say, yes, he's right. Yes, he's nice, etc. Tannasho, Bhranti Nasho Moksha, iti cha ishyate, na paramarthataha ityartha. Bhranti Nasha is moksha. Bhranti Nasho, Bhrantehe Nasha, Bhranti Nasha. Sabandho yatha purvam uktaha. What is that bandhana? Yatha purvam ukto ajnanam kalpana moolam samsarasya niyamakam iti. That bandhana is ajnanam. Kalpana moolam samsarasya niyamakam. It is the moolam of all kalpana. Kalpana means all erroneous thinking. Ajnanam is the root of all erroneous thinking. Because of the ajnanam, jivam kalpayate purvam. First thought I get is, I am a jiva. Tato bhavan prathak vidhan. Then my story begins. Then I did this, then I did that. I may say I have done so many things, and still I am ignorant. I am suffering. And that is samsarasya niyamakam. That ajnanam is the governing entity of my transmigration or my shoka, moha, dukkha, bhaya, etc. Because of ajnanam, I have all this. Because of ajnanam, I will have kama, krodha, mada, moha, matsarya, ityadi also. Lobha. Tathaiva na cha anyatha. Actually, for bandha also, moksha also, yatha uktaha. Moksha also, how it has been described in first 15 chapters. What is the nature of Atma? How through Neti Neti, what remains, which cannot be negated, that is Paramatma Tattva. And it is attained through Jnanam, through Shravanam. And I am Abhokta, Akarta. I cannot be Brahma also, and I am Karta Bhokta also. There was one very beautiful shloka earlier. If somebody thinks I am Karta Bhokta also, and I am Brahma also, they have not understood Vedanta. Tathaiva. That's why Bhashyakar language is very beautiful. Sometimes we think we have understood everything, then we have to go to teacher and understand, have I understood or not? So obviously, I have not understood. That is what is shown there. I cannot be Brahma also and Karta Bhokta also. तथैव न च अन्यथा तथा च अज्ञान कल्पित बंध भ्रम निवृत्त्यर्थत्वात् उपदेश शास्त्रस्य न वैयर् अज्ञान कल्पित बंध itself is Brahma. Ajnana kalpito bandha. Tadeva Brahma. Tan nivrityarthatvat upadesha shastrasya vayarthya prasanga na. So Upadesha Shastra means Vedanta Shastra. What is its role? Ajnana kalpita bandha Brahma nivritti. And because that Bhranti is there in Buddhi, this Buddhi, if it is very impure, in that Buddhi, Jnanam cannot come. Bhranti is in Buddhi. Jnanam will come in Buddhi. For Jnanam to come, Buddhi has to become Shuddha. This Buddhi Shuddhi is in the form of Sadhana Chatushtaya or Vairagya. So when that increases, Vairagya increases, Sadhana Chatushtaya increases, then I am capable of studying Vedanta and own up, I am Brahman. What is the difference between Uttama Sadhaka, Madhyama Sadhaka and Kanishta Sadhaka? Uttama Sadhaka will be able to entertain Aham Brahmasmi Vritti easily. Madhyama Sadhaka will have difficulty. Kanishta, the lowest Sadhaka, Aham Brahmasmi Vritti itself will not come. Aham Dehosmi, Manushyosmi, Purusha, Stri. This thought itself will go on. Brahmakar Vritti doesn't happen at all. This is the pariksha. And there will be a lot of hang-ups. Anything that happens, I am not able to let go and move on. So this is the test. For that, I need Chitta Shuddhi. For Chitta Shuddhi, there is Purva Mimamsa. Yajna, Dana, Tapa, all the karma, upasana, whatever is given, Vedanuvachanam, is for Chitta Shuddhi, Buddhi Shuddhi. In that Shuddha Buddhi, then Jnanam can take place. Then I will be able to entertain Brahmakar Vritti. So Shastra has a purpose. Shastra Anarthakyam is not there. Even though Atma is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta. But Buddhi needs Vedanta Jnana for Bhranti Nivritti. So Upadesh Anarthakyam is not there. Further now. अज्ञान मूल बुद्धि धर्माध्यास लक्षणों बंधश्चिदात्मनि इति उक्तम उपपादयति. अज्ञान मूल बुद्धि धर्म अध्यास लक्षणः बंधः. अज्ञानम मूलम यस्य तद अध्यास अज्ञान मूलः. अध्यास इज अज्ञान मूल. अज्ञान मूलश्च बुद्धि धर्मश्च. बुद्धि धर्म विग्रह विल बी बुद्धेः धर्म. So adhyasa has two indicators. One is ajnanam is its moolam. Second is it is dharma of buddhi. Ajnana moolascha buddhi dharmascha. Asau adhyasa. This is the adhyasa. Adhyasa lakshano bandha. Adhyasam lakshanam yasya bandhasya. Sa bandha adhyasa lakshanaha. Adhyasa itself is the lakshana of that bandhana. Means adhyasa is bandhana, bandhana is adhyasa. But that adhyasa origin is in ajnana. What is adhyasa?
Atasmis tad buddhihi.
Adhyasa is atasmis tad buddhi. And another definition is there.
Smriti rupaha paratra purva drishti avabhasaha adhyasa.
Purvadrashtavabhasa. Smriti rupaha paratra purvadrashtavabhasa. Adhyasa. So it is like smriti. Smriti rupa. Paratra purvadrashtaha. What is seen, what was seen earlier is superimposed or is experienced paratra in front somewhere. That is called adhyasa. So here what is adhyasa? In Atma, Anatma is superimposed. Anatma is thought of in Atma. Means in Atma, Anatma Buddhi, and in Anatma, Atma Buddhi. This is called adhyasa. Iti uktam upapadayati. So now Bhashyakar does upapadanam of that. बोधात्म ज्योतिषा दीप्ता बोधमात्मनि मन्यते बुद्धिर्नान्योऽस्ति बोद्धेति सेयं भ्रान्तिर्हि धीगता. बोधात्म ज्योतिषा दीप्ता बोधमात्मनि मन्यते बुद्धिर्नान्योऽस्ति बोद्धेति सेयं भ्रान्तिर्हि धीगता. बोधात्म ज्योतिषा दीप्ता बोधम आत्मनि मन्यते. बुद्धि ही बोधा न अन्यो अस्ति बोधा इति सेयम भ्रांतिर्हि धीगता. So two ideas are given. First thought is bodhatma jyotisha deepta bodham atmani manyate. This is one part of adhyasa. Bodhatma Jyotisha Deepta. Atma is Bodha Rupa. Bodhar in Tika it is Bodha Rupasya Atmanaha. Bodhatma. Bodhatmanaha Yajyotihi. Tena Jyotisha Deepta. Bodham. Bodham Jnanam. Chaitanyam. Atmani Manyate. So, Bodham, you can first Bodhatma. In that Bodha is Kutastha Atma. And Bodham, second Bodham is, you can take as Vritti Jnana. First Bodha is Kutastha Jnana. Second Bodha is Vritti Jnanam or Jnanam which is there in Buddhi, in the intellect. So Bodhatma Jyotisha Deepta is Buddhi. Then Buddhehe Bodham. Jnanam in Buddhi, Atmani Manyate is Adhyasa. For example, if somebody says, this Ghata, I am getting Ghata Jnanam. Who is getting Ghata Jnanam? Buddhi. Buddhi gets Ghata Jnanam. But if a person says, I had Ghata Jnanam, so this I means Atma. Buddhi getting knowledge is superimposed on Atma. This is one aspect of Adhyasa, superimposition. So first line, understand clearly. Atma which is Bodha, Bodha Swarupa, Chaitanya Rupa, Jyotish Swarupa, Swayam Jyotish Swarupa. By that, because Buddhi is Jada. Jada Buddhi gets illumination from Bodha Rupa Atma. Bodhatma Jyotisha Deepta Buddhi Tasya Bodham Tasya Jnanam Atmani Manyate. He thinks that Jnanam is taking place in Atma. One. And second, Buddhi Bodha, na anya Bodha asti. Other than Buddhi, there is no such thing called Atma, Sakshi or Kutastha. There is no such thing. This is how people think. Where is Atma? I am looking for Atma. And who are you? I am Buddhi or I am Ahankara. So he says the only, where all the Jnanam is taking place, Jnanam is only in Buddhi. So we say that is true, but Buddhi by itself is Jada. Therefore, for Buddhi to get Jnanam, actually all the Jnanam is coming from Atma. Atma illumines Buddhi. Therefore, Buddhi has Chidabhasa, therefore it has ability to know. But if you say Buddhi Bodha, na anyo asti, there is no other knower. Means there is no other entity which has knowledge. This is called Bhranti. Sa iyam Bhranti. This is illusion. Where is this Bhranti? Dhigata. It is in the Buddhi. Buddhau Gata. Dhigata. धियम गता। ठीक है। बोध रूपस्य आत्मनो यज्योतिः प्रकाशश्चिदाभासस्तेन दीप्ता व्याप्ता प्रकाशिता बुद्धिः आत्मनि स्वस्यां बोधम चैतन्यम मन्यते. This is one thought. After manyate, you can put full stop. बोध रूपस्य आत्मनः यज्योतिः, आत्मा which is बोध रूप, आत्मा है स्वयं ज्योति, चैतन्य स्वरूप, प्रकाशः, चिदाभासः, तेन दीप्ता व्याप्ता प्रकाशिता बुद्धिः, तेन ज्योतिषा दीप्ता व्याप्ता प्रकाशिता बुद्धिः आत्मनि, that बुद्धि स्वस्याम बोधम चैतन्यम मन्यते, that buddhi thinks in me there is jnanam. Actually that jnanam is there in buddhi because of atma. Then atmani, so a person atmani, you can take this way, that the person thinks knowledge is taking place in me, like how we saw Nyaya Vaisheshika Darshan. They say buddhi means jnanam is in atma. Swasyam bodham chaitanyam manyate. And if you take it this way, that buddhi thinks I am Chaitanya Rupa. My Swarupa is Chaitanya. I am not borrowing Chaitanya from elsewhere. This is Bhranti. And Anyo Bodha na, Anyo Bodha Sakshi Nasti, Ahameva Bodha. There is no other Bodha. I myself am the Bodha. Sabhasa Buddhihi Prakashate. This is aviveka, tad avivekat, aham eva baddho akarta ityadihi atmani samsaro dhigata bhranti reva ityartha. Sabhasa buddhi prakashate. Sabhasa buddhi is able to illumine because there is abhasa, chidabhasa there. But that viveka, if it is not there, tad avivekat, aham eva baddha अकर्ता इत्यादि ही आत्मनि संसारो धीगता भ्रांति ही एव. अकर्ता और कर्ता. If you say aham eva baddha, I am bound, and I am akarta, but I am bhokta, this also is a bhranti. Like Sankhya Darshan says Atma is akarta, but Atma is bhokta, or I am baddha karta, all this is samsara. Sansara is in the form of Bhranti, which is in Buddhi. Atmani Samsara, it is given. Atmani Samsara means Vishaya Saptami. Atma Vishayaka Samsara. Samsara is not in Atma. The Vishaya of Samsara is Atma. Atma related. So the Adhyasa, in different way, if you want to understand what is Adhyasa, Bhagavan Bhashyakari himself has explained in Adhyasa Bhashya. In Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha, he has given entire Adhyasa Bhashya in shloka form. So what he has explained is Atma means the real I, and Anatma means this I which is erroneous. Between these two, the real I and erroneous I, between them there is confusion. And because they are so similar, so close, I take myself as erroneous I and I transact. And in that I get samsara, sukha, dukkha, bhranti, etc. Vedanta's purpose is to understand I am the real I, not the erroneous, not the illusory. So this is Adhyasa Nivritti. More we will see in the next session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.